Ever wondered how machines can replicate the decision-making abilities of a human expert? From medical diagnosis to financial forecasting, AI expert systems are the backbone of specialized automation. In this video, we will cover AI expert systems certification practice questions and knowledge engineering guide. Master the core concepts of AI expert systems with this comprehensive practice exam guide. In this video, we dive deep into 30 comprehensive practice questions designed to help you master AI expert systems. We cover knowledge acquisition, inference engines, rule-based reasoning, and the life cycle of expert system development. Before we start, make sure to grab a notepad, and if you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more AI certification content. Which component of an expert system is responsible for simulating the human reasoning process by applying rules to the data? Option A, knowledge base. Option B, inference engine. Option C, user interface. Option D, explanation subsystem. The correct answer is B. The inference engine is the brawn of the expert system. While the knowledge base stores the facts and rules, the inference engine provides the methodology for reasoning. It determines which rules are satisfied by the current facts in the working memory and decides the order in which these rules should be executed to reach a conclusion. This process mimics how a human expert would process information to solve a problem. In the context of expert systems, when is backward chaining generally preferred over forward chaining? Option A, when there is a large number of initial facts and few possible outcomes. Option B, when the system needs to react to real-time changes in data. Option C, when the goal is known and there are many possible paths to reach it. Option D, when you want to explore all possible implications of a new fact. The correct answer is C. Backward chaining is goal-driven reasoning. It starts with a list of goals, or a hypothesis, and works backward from the consequent to the antecedent to see if there is data available that will support any of these consequents. This is highly efficient when the number of possible outcomes is small but the volume of initial data is vast, as it focuses only on the facts required to prove a specific goal. What is the primary role of a knowledge engineer in the development of an expert system? Option A, to write the low-level machine code for the inference engine. Option B, to bridge the gap between human experts and the knowledge base. Option C, to manage the hardware infrastructure for the AI system. Option D, to act as the end user of the system during the testing phase. The correct answer is B. A knowledge engineer is responsible for extracting knowledge from human experts, knowledge acquisition, and translating that knowledge into a computer-readable format, knowledge representation, such as rules, frames, or semantic nets. They must understand the problem domain enough to structure the logic but also possess the technical skill to implement it within the system's architecture. Which knowledge representation method uses a network of nodes representing objects and arcs, representing relationships between them? Option A, production rules. Option B, frames. Option C, semantic nets. Option D, scripts. The correct answer is C. Semantic nets represent knowledge as a graph. The nodes represent concepts or physical objects, and the labeled links, arcs, represent the relationships between them. E.g., is a, has a, This allows the system to perform inheritance and show complex associations visually and logically, which is different from rule-based systems that use if-then statements. Which early expert system was designed to identify bacteria causing severe infections and recommend antibiotics? Option A, Dendral. Option B, Mycin. Option C, Prospector. Option D, Excon. The correct answer is B. Mycin was developed in the 1970s at Stanford University. It used a knowledge base of approximately 600 rules and an inference engine that utilized certainty factors to handle uncertainty in medical diagnosis. It is considered one of the most famous examples of an early, successful expert system. How does fuzzy logic differ from traditional Boolean logic in an expert system? Option A. Fuzzy logic only uses true and false values. Option B. Fuzzy logic allows for degrees of truth between 0 and 1. Option C. Fuzzy logic cannot be used in rule-based systems. Option D. Boolean logic is better for medical diagnosis. The correct answer is B. Traditional Boolean logic is binary, meaning a statement is either 100% true or 100% false. However, in the real world, many concepts are fuzzy, e.g., very hot, slightly warm. Fuzzy logic allows expert systems to handle partial truth, where an element can belong to a set with a certain degree of membership. This is crucial for control systems and complex decision-making where boundaries are not sharp. What is the working memory in an expert system? Option A. The permanent storage for all domain rules. Option B. The component that interprets the user's queries. Option C. A database containing the specific facts currently known about the problem. Option D. The backup storage for the knowledge engineer. The correct answer is C. Working memory, or fact base, contains the dynamic data for the current session, while the knowledge base contains general rules. Long-term memory. The working memory contains specific facts about the current case being processed. Short-term memory. The inference engine matches the rules in the knowledge base against the facts in the working memory to derive new information. Which of the following describes conflict resolution in an inference engine? Option A. The process of deleting incorrect rules from the knowledge base. Option B. The strategy used to choose which rule to fire when multiple rules match the current facts. Option C. The method of asking the user for more information when the system is stuck. Option D. A way to resolve disagreements between two human experts. The correct answer is B. During the match resolve act cycle, it is common for multiple rules to have their if antecedent conditions met simultaneously. This set of rules is called the conflict set. Conflict resolution is the logic used by the inference engine to decide which rule to execute first, often based on priorities, most recent facts, or rule specificity. What is the knowledge acquisition bottleneck? Option A. The slow speed of the inference engine processing rules. Option B. The difficulty and time-consuming nature of extracting knowledge from experts. Option C. The lack of storage space in the knowledge base. Option D. The limit on the number of users who can access the system. The correct answer is B. The bottleneck refers to the fact that experts often find it difficult to articulate exactly how they make decisions. Translating their tacit knowledge into explicit rules is a slow, iterative process. This phase is usually the most expensive and time-consuming part of building an expert system. In a frame-based system, what are slots? Option A. The connection points between different frames. Option B. The specific attributes or properties associated with a concept. Option C. The physical memory locations where frames are stored. Option D. The rules that determine when a frame should be used. The correct answer is B. Frames are data structures for representing stereotypical situations. A frame represents an object or concept, and slots represent the attributes or features of that object. For example, a frame for car might have slots for model, color, and engine type. Each slot can contain values or even pointers to other frames, facilitating inheritance. What is an expert system shell? Option A. The protective outer casing of an AI robot. Option B. A development environment that contains an inference engine and UI but no knowledge base. Option C. The code used to encrypt the knowledge base. Option D. A type of hardware optimized for running AI software. The correct answer is B. A shell is an empty, expert system. It provides the pre-built structure, inference engine, user interface, and knowledge acquisition tools, allowing developers to simply plug in the domain-specific knowledge base. This significantly speeds up development because the developer doesn't have to reinvent the reasoning logic from scratch. Which of the following is a known limitation of expert systems? Option A. They cannot process numerical data. Option B. They lack common sense and cannot handle problems outside their narrow domain. Option C. They are slower than human experts in every task. Option D. They cannot be used in the medical field. The correct answer is B. Expert systems are brittle. While they can outperform humans in highly specialized, narrow domains, like identifying a specific type of chemical, they lack general common sense knowledge. If a problem falls slightly outside their programmed rules, the system will often fail completely or give nonsensical answers. Forward chaining is often referred to as Option A. Goal-driven reasoning. Option B. Data-driven reasoning. Option C. Hypothesis-driven reasoning. Option D. User-driven reasoning. The correct answer is B. Forward chaining starts with the available data and uses inference rules to extract more data until a goal is reached. Because the process is triggered by the arrival of new facts or the existence of current data, it is called data-driven. This is common in real-time monitoring and control systems. In the development of an expert system, what does validation ensure? Option A. The system is built correctly according to software specifications. Option B. The system produces the right advice or decisions for the right reasons. Option C. The user interface is visually appealing. Option D. The system runs on all operating systems. The correct answer is B. Validation is about ensuring the system's output is correct and mimics a human expert's performance. It answers the question, are we building the right system? Verification, on the other hand, Checks if the system is built right, i.e., it doesn't have bugs and meets technical specs. Which mathematical approach is commonly used in expert systems to manage uncertainty using probability? Option A, Euclidean geometry. Option B, Bayesian inference. Option C, linear regression. Option D, calculus. The correct answer is B. Bayesian inference, based on Bayes' theorem, allows an expert system to update the probability for a hypothesis as more evidence or information becomes available. It is a rigorous statistical method for dealing with uncertainty, often used in diagnostic systems where symptoms provide probabilistic evidence for certain diseases. What is the purpose of the explanation subsystem in an expert system? Option A, to explain the hardware requirements to the user. Option B, to show the user the logic and steps used to reach a particular conclusion. Option C, to provide a manual for the knowledge engineer. Option D, to translate the system into different languages. The correct answer is B. One of the key features of expert systems is transparency. The explanation subsystem allows the user to ask how a conclusion was reached or why a certain question is being asked. This builds trust with the user and allows for easier debugging during the development phase. What is a relationship in a semantic network? Option A, a rule that triggers an action. Option B, a link representing class inheritance. E.g., a sparrow is a bird. Option C, a link representing a part of an object. Option D, a mathematical operator. The correct answer is B. The link is fundamental to semantic networks and frame systems. It represents categorization and inheritance. If we know bird has wings and sparrow is a bird, the system can automatically infer that a sparrow has wings without having that fact explicitly stored for sparrow. What is a blackboard system in AI? Option A, a system used only in educational institutions. Option B, an architecture where multiple independent knowledge sources share a common data area to solve a problem. Option C, a simple rule-based system with no inference engine. Option D, the terminal where the developer writes code. The correct answer is B. In a blackboard architecture, various specialists, knowledge sources, watch a global database. The blackboard. When one specialist sees information it can act upon, it writes its contribution to the blackboard. This allows for collaborative problem solving where different types of expertise are needed for a single complex task. During which phase of the expert system lifecycle is the feasibility study conducted? Option A, design phase. Option B, implementation phase. Option C, assessment phase, planning. Option D, maintenance phase. The correct answer is C. Before investing significant resources, a feasibility study is conducted to determine if the problem is suitable for an expert system approach, if human experts are available, and if the potential ROI, return on investment, justifies the development cost. Which of the following is not a conflict resolution strategy? Option A, recency, favoring rules that use the most recently added facts. Option B, specificity, favoring rules that are more specific. Option C. Random selection. Option D. Breadth first search. The correct answer is D. Breadth first search is a search algorithm used to traverse trees or graphs. But it is not a conflict resolution strategy for selecting which rule to fire in a production system. Common strategies include priority, saliency, recency, and specificity, the rule with more conditions. What is protocol analysis in the context of knowledge engineering? Option A. Analyzing the network protocols used by the AI. Option B. Asking an expert to think aloud while solving a real problem and recording the process. Option C. Creating a flowchart of the inference engine's logic. Option D. Reviewing the security protocols of the system. The correct answer is B. Protocol analysis is a key technique in knowledge acquisition. By having the expert verbalize their thoughts during a task, the knowledge engineer can capture the heuristics, rules of thumb, and shortcuts the expert uses, which might not be found in textbooks. An expert system that monitors a manufacturing process and suggests adjustments in real time is categorized as a Option A. Diagnostic system. Option B. Predictive system. Option C. Monitoring, control system. Option D. Instructional system. The correct answer is C. Monitoring and control systems continuously observe behavior, data streams, and compare them to desired states. If a deviation is detected, the system triggers a corrective action or alerts an operator. This is common in chemical plants and power grids. Which of the following represents a production rule? Option A. If, condition, then, action. Option B. For each object, do, action. Option C. While, condition, repeat, action. Option D. Select data from table. The correct answer is A. Production rules are the most common way to represent knowledge in expert systems. They follow a simple antecedent consequent structure. If the condition, if part, is met, the action or conclusion, then part, is executed or added to the working memory. If an expert system uses certainty factors, CF, what does a CF of plus 1.0 indicate? Option A. The system is uncertain. Option B. The fact is definitely false. Option C. The fact is definitely true. Option D. There is no information available. The correct answer is C. Certainty factors typically range from -1.0, definitely false, to plus 1.0, definitely true. A value of 0.0 represents a total lack of evidence or unknown. CFs allow systems to combine evidence from multiple rules to calculate an overall confidence level. In a conclusion, what is a hybrid expert system? Option A. A system that runs on both Windows and Linux. Option B. A system that combines rule-based reasoning with other AI techniques like neural networks or case-based reasoning. Option C. A system used by both humans and robots. Option D. A system that uses both forward and backward chaining simultaneously. The correct answer is B. Hybrid systems leverage the strengths of different AI paradigms. For instance, a neural network could be used for pattern recognition, like reading a handwritten digit, and an expert system could then apply logical rules to decide what to do with that digit. This overcomes the limitations of using just one approach. Which system was one of the first to demonstrate that expert systems could be commercially successful by configuring VAX computer systems for Digital Equipment Corporation? DEC. Option A, Myson. Option B, XCON or R1. Option C, Deep Blue. Option D, Siri. The correct answer is B. XCON. Expert Configurer was a landmark in AI history. It saved DEC millions of dollars annually by automating the complex task of configuring computer components to meet customer requirements, proving that AI had significant industrial value. In knowledge engineering, what is tacit knowledge? Option A. Knowledge that is easily written down in manuals. Option B. Knowledge gained through experience that is difficult to articulate. Option C. Knowledge that is stored in a SQL database. Option D. False information provided by an expert. The correct answer is B. Tacit knowledge is highly personal and context-specific. It includes intuitions, gut feelings, and skills that an expert has developed over years of practice. One of the hardest tasks for a knowledge engineer is converting this tacit knowledge into explicit knowledge that can be coded into rules. The user interface of an expert system is primarily designed to: Option A. Allow the developer to edit the source code. Option B. Facilitate communication between the non-expert user and the system. Option C. Display the raw binary data from the knowledge base. Option D. Connect the system to the internet. The correct answer is B. The user interface, UI, is the means by which the user interacts with the system. It should be intuitive, allowing users to enter facts about their problem and receive advice or explanations in a natural or easily understood format. What is the REAT algorithm used for in expert systems? Option A. To encrypt the knowledge base for security. Option B. To efficiently match a large number of rules against a large number of facts. Option C. To translate natural language into production rules. Option D. To generate graphics for the user interface. The correct answer is B. The REAT algorithm is a pattern matching algorithm that sacrifices memory to gain speed. It avoids re-evaluating every rule every time a fact changes by storing information about which rules are partially matched in a network of nodes. This makes large-scale rule-based systems much faster. What are heuristics in the context of expert systems? Option A. Rigorous mathematical formulas that always guarantee a perfect solution. Option B. Rules of thumb or educated guesses used to simplify complex problem solving. Option C. The physical hardware sensors used to gather data. Option D. Errors in the code of the inference engine. The correct answer is B. Expert systems use heuristics because many real-world problems are too complex for exhaustive search or perfect mathematical modeling. Heuristics allow the system to narrow down the search space and find a good enough or optimal solution within a reasonable timeframe, similar to how a human expert relies on experience. That wraps up our 30 practice questions for the AI Expert Systems certification. We've covered everything from basic architecture to complex inference algorithms. If you found these explanations helpful, please hit the like button and share this video with your fellow students. Every bit of support helps us create more free educational content. For the full practice exam and additional study materials, check out the link in the description below.